I am back, and I've been gone for about a year and a half. Has it been? It's been a while, but I'm back, and I'm here to talk about cults. There's been a lot of famous cults in America, such as the Masons family, the People's Temple, who famously drank the Kool-Aid, and Little Uzi's favorite, Heaven's Gate, which honestly gave us a banger of albums. So, pros and cons. Yeah. But I'm not here to talk about those stories. I'm here to talk about a different cult. I'm here to talk about a cult that is sweeping the nation. A cult that has been taking over America for the past 50 years. A cult that you have participated in. A cult ran by this little bear. Celestial Seasonings. You may be asking me, David, how is one of the biggest tea brands in the world a cult? Well, person watching this through the screen at 4 a.m., I will tell you. It all starts with this man right here. Mr. Siegel's actually the founder of Celestial Seasonings, and according to the website, in 1969, Mr. Siegel, actually wearing fucking contacts, I can't use those. In 1969, Mo Siegel handpicked wild herbs from the Rocky Mountains in Colorado and used them to make our first tea. In the following years, he sold Mo's 36 and the 24 herb teas to health food stores, and eventually selling them in hand-sewn muslin bags. In those early years that we began creating and defining the herbal tea category. And then in 1972, they introduced their famous Sleepy Time tea and their Reg Zinger tea. We'll probably use the Sleepy Time tea during COVID time when we were freaking up till 4 a.m. watching Minecraft speedruns, or watching people make slime. I don't know what. I honestly, it's a long time since then. I know damn well you were not getting sleep. So these were very popular. Honestly, wait, watch. Look, I have a pair. Like I'm. A lot of people have this. I used this when I moved out when I was in quarantine, and I used to sleep better. It's honestly pretty fucking good. Honestly, they did a really good job on this. It helps a lot. It does taste like absolute garbage. I'll give them that. They're not good, but they work. Yeah. Anyways, in 1972 he introduced those, and the Zinger line is like this fruity tasting tea, and honestly, they're also really fucking good. I'm not a big tea drinker, and I fucking love them. Honestly, they're really fucking good. So far pretty normal. Man likes picking herbs, decided to make a tea company, ended up being one of the biggest companies in the world. Happy days, right? Wrong. One thing about Morse Siegel I forgot to mention is that he is a profound believer in the Book of Urantia, and that's where this all becomes cult. Book of Urantia. Oh baby, let's talk about it. The Book of Urantia is an extension of Christianity. According to the Foundation website, the Urantia book, first published by the Urantia Foundation in 1955, presents us with the origin, history, and destiny of humans. It answers the questions of God, life in the inhabited universe, and the history and the future of this world. You probably never heard of this book. It is not popular at all. It is not a popular sub-region of Christianity. It barely has any followers, if I'm being honest. I've never heard of it pre this research I was doing for this video. It explains its teachings in a mere 2,097 page book. 2,000 fucking pages. But who wrote this book? Who is the second coming of J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote double the page of the entire Lord of the Rings franchise?
That is thick book.
Well, nobody actually knows. The Urantia book is stated for having no author. Well, that's not entirely true. It has an author. They're aliens. The book states, and I quote, "The group of papers was sponsored by the Commission of 12 Urantia Midwayers, acting under the supervision of Melchizedek, revolutionary dictator." So there was 12 Urantia Midwayers, who, if you read more in the text, are basically aliens, who acted under this guy named Melchizedek. And when I was reaching her, Melchizedek is a priest in Christianity, Judaism, and the Hebrew Bible. By the context, I'm assuming that aliens are working with Melchizedek. But what does Mo Siegel have to do with this book currently? Maybe he just decided to study it a bit to understand the knowledge in other religions. Well, that would be fine, but he's the motherfucking president of the foundation. But what makes this book bad? I mean, why am I talking about it today? Well, it's extremely freaking racist. Talking about a little sprinkle of racism. It is the blueprint of racism if I've ever seen anything. Like I mentioned before, it is 2,000 pages long. Okay, so there is a lot of racism here. While I was scrolling through to find any source that I could use for this video, I found countless instances where the blue-eyed natives should dominate amongst the rest. I'm not kidding you. That is pinpointed through every single portion of this book. It is not one section where they will not talk about how the blue-eyed natives should dominate among the rest. Remember, this is an alien book. So in their book, they talk about how there's many different worlds around the universe. Okay, there's many different places, and in every single planet they live on, the white blue-eyed natives dominate among the rest. Here's a section right here. This age usually witnessed the completion of the elimination of the unfit and the still further purification of the racial strains. On normal worlds, defective bestial tendencies are very nearly eliminated from the reproducing stocks of the realm. They also go on to talk about how Lucifer, Satan, Melchizedek that we talked about before, Adam and Eve, and Jesus are all extraterrestrial beings who visited Earth. Along with the alien portion of all that, and the racism comes along. It also touches on racism even more. It brings up how there's 6 different races, and each is separated by color: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and indigo. Each of these are dominated by a different race. In its 2,000 pages, it also talks about eugenics and how we have to make sure that the next generation have the right amount, attributes, and traits, and we gotta make sure they're the best of the best. And just to remind you that you got lost in all this alien nonsense, Mr. Siegel is the president of this organization. He is the big man. He's the big boss. He does what he does. Mr. Siegel retired in 2002. He is no longer part of the company or anything they do. However, he did found the company. He did start the company, so I would imagine he still has a percentage in the company and still profits on that. I would assume he still profits on that, which he uses to found his Durantia Foundation, which he isn't doing a good job, to be honest. I mean, you are one of the biggest tea brands in the world. You have a lot of money, and I haven't heard about this before, so obviously he's not doing that good of a job. I'm not telling you to boycott Celestial Seasoning. I'm not telling you any of that. Whatever you want. Their red zinger is really fucking amazing, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. However, I'm just letting you guys know what is going on behind this little bear, because I can't look at him sleeping every day, because I think he's plotting against me now. I also didn't find anything sketchy they've done so far. I mean, one of their members is black, so that kind of goes against their entire portion of their ratings, which is very confusing. Whatever, you know, maybe they're transitioning to a newfound phase, but they also buy other people to dominate the land. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. 1,000 pages, it is fucking long. And it's not like we can talk to the author. He's out. All 12 of them are out exploring the universe. They're not from here. But yeah, that's the Urantia book. There is a lot more about this book, but I just want to touch on the idea, bring it up to you guys, let you guys know about it, and know about Mr. Siegel and what the hell he's doing. So, I mean, if you want to keep drinking it, go to. If you want to stop, props to you too. It is whatever you want to do. Live your life, live better. Well, peace out.
Put in my eye wet. Baby got nerves, I know who she talking to. Acting all ballsy, so they can apply me. Call me a monsieur, Benny Mar, like all of my dollars do. Benjamin Franklin's.
Also, please like and subscribe, especially subscribe. I'm going to be doing more commentaries of video like this. Much more production, much more elaborate, much longer. I am a full-time student and part-time worker, so I do this in between. So please be steady with me. But I promise I'll try doing this at least once or twice a week. Okay, you'll get a video out of me, and I promise it'll be some quality that you will enjoy. Also, I also left a bunch of more videos linked below if you want to learn more about the Urantia Foundation. There's this video right here that's really good, just quick run through about what it is. There's also another video that really helped me that talks about more about the cult, and there's just 35, I think it was 55-minute long video This video is amazing. You'll love it. It goes way more in depth for me. I'm a silly little YouTuber who likes making quick, small videos. If you want fucking in-depth type shit, this shit right here, bro.
Small break and make it go away. Still wish that you were here to stay. Balance throughout by your ways. Still on the boulevard, yeah. Sending you yellow heart inside. Still don't know where to start. I believe it was all a part of your plan. They said that the blacker the bay, the sweeter the juice.